Well, good afternoon, good people and Eagle fans. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for
Mine's
watching,
83. LP's
commenting,
got one.
and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Before we get into it, before I do the walk of shame here, let's take care of my good buddies on Sleeper.
Sleeper is the #1 fantasy sports app. It pays to know sports. Pick more or less on top players. Your first pick is on us, so start winning now. Play in Texas, Georgia, Minnesota, and 27 more states. Pick anytime across all sports, pregame or live. Over 10 million players are already on Sleeper. Make your picks count. Score up to 1,000 times your cash. Join today. Get up to $100 credit using code JOBU. Call your shot on Sleeper. Download now.
All right, good people, we're getting ready to get into this thing. This is going to be, I don't know what it's going to be. I know they're going to talk so much shit about the Cowboys and how much they suck and everything else. Don't talk about benching Dak now. Big spank dog. No, I'm just saying that, put him in bubble wrap. I don't want him to be going into the offseason injured. So what the hell? We ain't got nothing to play for now unless we're talking about statistics. So why everybody mad at me now because I'm talking about sitting him? Here's the thing that I tell you what. Let me read something to you guys before we get into this. Now I take shit. I take shit from Eagle fans because they're in my division. I take shit from 49er fans because they're still mad that, we've had, a couple of Super Bowls since the last time they won one. But I'll be damned if I'm going to be taking it from the Lions and ain't never taking a Super Bowl. Another annoying part of the Cowboy fan. This is from Ben. Ben, kiss my ass, Ben. Another annoying part of the Cowboy fan base. This is an email he sent me. Is they act like everybody is always against Dak Prescott and defend him about everything so we can have a long history of having shitty games, throwing 4 to 5 picks a game. Dak has never thrown 4 picks in a game. He's never thrown 4 picks in a game. But no, it's never on him. It's always the defense. See, look, this is what I hate about fucking idiots. Every other player can be blamed for them losing, but why not him? It's if he has a shit game, you have to hold him accountable. Cowboy fans are pussies. What kind of man sucks off Dak? Don't you losers have any dignity? The difference between pretenders and champions get it done. Pretenders will tell you what they're going to do, but then when it comes to finally doing it, they back off like a little bitch. I never told you this, but in terms of your division, the Eagles are my favorite team from that division. If Dak Prescott was on the Eagles roster, he'd probably be the Eagles' third-string quarterback. Now, listen, I've got other fish to fry here, but how the hell is a Lion fan going to come here and talk about championships? Dak Prescott, third-string quarterback. See, this is how stupid some of you motherfuckers are. 4 to 5 interceptions a game? Bro, he's got 8 interceptions on the season. On the season. Jalen Hurts, that guy had 4 interceptions and a fumble in a game, and so on. That he'd be the third-string quarterback? See, that's just stupid. Y'all just stupid as fuck. Anyway, let me enter the studio and get this shit going.
So, yeah. I don't know, man. So, what do you think the over-under is that Mark Holmes is drunk?
See, look at this.
What do you think? Listen, I'm going to tell you guys something here. Hang on here now. Let me say this to you. I'm sorry. Some of you are not going to like this. I think the Cowboys got better. I don't think, and I never remember Mark saying this. Hey, look, man, we may have a shot at doing something. We got to take care of business, but I don't ever remember Mark going like this. Hey, we're going to win the Super Bowl. I don't ever remember him saying that. I just remember him saying, look, we're getting better. And I think that's all I said. Hey, look, there's a shot there. Dak's playing great. has had a great year. Now, not throwing any touchdowns against a Brian Flores defense, okay, I don't know. Dak's had a better year than Jalen. Here. Let's see here. Has he had a better year than Jalen Hurts?
Yes.
Individually.
Yes.
Has he had a better season than Hurts? Let's see. Prescott's leading the NFL in passing right now, which is insane. So here he is. Here's Dak.
Sucks ass.
Dak's going to finish the year with 4,800 passing yards and 35 touchdowns and 68 quarterback rating with 634 attempts. Hey, dude, I don't know what else you want the guy to do.
Thank you.
Let's take a look at Hurts and that chicken noodle arm of his. Hang on here. Here's Jalen Hurts. Little tiny numbers down here. You have to go down really far down here when you're looking at Hurts here. So he's going to end up with 3,400 yards, 27 touchdowns, and 450. So get this. Dak's going to throw 200 times more this year than what Jalen threw. 200 times more. I don't know. Poor Mark. I'm going to tell you the two games. Before we get Mark and Philly.500 in here, the two games that hosed Mark, Arizona and Minnesota.
9.
Those 2 ball games. Okay? Well, if Dak could play defense, okay, Cowboys 6-7-1. Eagles are 9-5. Okay? All right. Hey. Wait a second here. All right. I got to hand it to my boy, Mark Holmes, man, for being in here. His boy, Dak, is still playing and having a great year. And without further ado, and by the way, all the glazed donut Philadelphia Eagle fans, because they beat the Raiders, I'm sure they're back now. Okay, the Jalenites are like gnats at a picnic. You got to start swatting them away here a little bit. With all that being said, my man who steps up to the fire all the time is the legendary Cowboy content creator, the best in the business. He is my friend, Mark Holmes. Oh, no, more center. There you go. And without further ado, the champ, Philly.500. Here he comes now.
Here we go. Here we go. You notice my eyes are stuck. I was swinging so much around it got stuck. But this is what Dak sees. I now get it. See, in September, October, the eyes
Come
move
on.
nice and easy. But see, December comes, he starts to get nervous. The glances get stuck.
How can you blame that entire loss on him?
I don't blame the entire loss on him, but you tell me he's an MVP candidate. You tell me he's an elite quarterback. Then why couldn't he get his team like a Josh Allen and bring him down the field and keep that game close and keep that team in it? He can't come up in pressure situations. He's a fraud.
Well, let me see something here. So hang on here before I get to you, Mark, here. Let me go back to this Viking game that you guys played here for a second here. Was that Viking game, just looking at the game here, was that a one-score football game that you guys played against the Minnesota Vikings?
A one score? No.
What was it? I don't remember. I'm taking a look here. Was that a one-score game that the
No, we
that
ended
the
up
Minnesota
settling for some
Vikings
field goals.
Yeah, it was 28-22.
Yeah. So this MVP elite quarterback has to go settle for field goals against the Minnesota. He ain't elite.
Okay.
Elite winner. Elite wins. Why doesn't Dak Prescott win? Why is it that I could come on,
bro?
I can tell you, December 1st is coming, Sills. Telling you, and then it happens.
So,
and then you guys ignore it.
Quarterbacks are not paid on wins. They're paid on ability.
Who cares? I don't care about how he's paid.
Okay,
I care about if my team wins. Dak doesn't send me any money. Jalen Hurts don't send me any money. I only care about if my team wins or loses.
All right.
I don't care what he's getting paid.
Fair enough. Okay, go ahead, Mark.
So let me ask this. Do we remember last year when Joe Burrow, what they said about Joe Burrow? Poor Joe Burrow, if he only had a defense, he'd be MVP, right? Do y'all remember that?
Oh, absolutely.
Right? You know what's amazing about that is Joe Burrow averaged 27.4 points a game. You know how bad his defense was? 25.5 points a game. And so we said, if Joe Burrow just had a little defense. So let's compare that awful defense of Cincinnati's that gave up 25.5 points a game. We're giving up 30 fucking points. And let me remind you here, if Jalen Hurts had that defense, you'd have 3 fucking wins. You got 3 games where you scored more than 30 points.
You would have only 3 wins.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you for making.
Hold on. How can you look at Joe Burrow and say, poor Joe Burrow, if he only had a defense, and my defense is giving up 4.5 points more a game?
I got like 2 minutes. Wait a minute.
Philly, are you suggesting you think that offense has played up to its ability this year at any game, shape, or form this year? Except for the New York Giants, number 2, and the Raider game. Name me another game that team.
Who are we talking? We talking about the Eagles, Joe Burrow, Dallas?
I'm talking about the Eagles, and I'm talking about your offense.
I think we've played? No.
All right.
But that has nothing to do with Dak Prescott not being an elite quarterback. And I want to thank Mark for making my point. He just proved my point with his example. Because what he says about
No, bro.
You just proved my point.
Bro. We have gone against Minnesota, the Bears, the Lions, and who did I forget? And Green Bay. We fucking average giving up 38 points a game. 38 points a game. 34, 34, 40, and 44 points.
You proved my point. I want to thank you.
Oh, that's the quarterback. You know what?
You proved my point. You proved my point about Dak and what he is. Because what you just said and what your big chief complaint about Hurts always is Hurts had the team around him. Hurts has guys around him. And okay, great.
He's got a fucking defense, bro.
Okay, great. But listen, okay, then you say Dak Prescott, he doesn't have those guys, right? And that's why he doesn't.
On defense, he doesn't.
Right. Okay. So Dak, basically, what you're saying is that can't be elite because Dak Prescott needs the same help that Jalen Hurts has to have. Jalen Hurts has to have help to win. Well, Dak Prescott does too.
How about a
Phil, you're about
30
as dumb as
second?
a rock, man.
Let me tell you something, Mark. We're talking about a guy's 10-year, 11-year career. Not talking about 1 year. We're talking about 10 years, not 1 year. My guy has been to 2 Super Bowls, and your guy does not win in pressure. And you get so
2,000-yard rusher
about
last
the
year.
defense. Why don't you look at your quarterback?
Did you have 2 elite receivers and a tight end? Did you not have the best offensive line in football? Are you trying to say I got the best offensive line in football?
You're missing my point. It's not computing.
Okay.
What I'm saying is that your chief complaint about Jalen Hurts is that he has everybody around him, and Dak doesn't. Well, what I'm saying to you is Dak can't be much better if he can't win with Foles. You're saying Dak has
defense gave up 19 points a game. Do you think we still only have 6 wins?
Mark, let me throw this and let me see what you bite on with this, Philly. So here's a little bit of what I think, Mark, and I don't want to put words in your mouth. Here are the bottom NFL defenses in football: the Bengals, the Giants, the Cowboys, the Titans, the Commanders, the Cardinals, and the Jets. That's the bottom. And the Cowboys are the 3rd worst defense in pro football. You take no context into that they have the number 1 offense and the 3rd worst defense in pro football.
I take
and
context
you blame that on
in
Dak?
Sure. No, I don't blame the bad defense on Dak. What I say about Dak is that you can't put him in an elite. Yeah, it's a team game. See, when it's bad for Dak, then it's everybody around him. When it's good for Dak, it's Dak Prescott. So you can't tell me that Jalen Hurts needs it. You tell me all the time Jalen Hurts needs it perfect. Well, you know what? So does Dak Prescott.
He's got a lot more
he can't be an elite MVP.
Wait a second.
That's the difference.
Bro, that doesn't make any sense.
Defense giving up 30 points.
What do you mean?
Perfect?
Hey, that doesn't make sense.
Win unless it's perfect.
Wait a second. Wait a second here, man. Cowboys have the #1 ranked offense in pro football. Wait a minute. That's all he can control. He can't control the fucking
and what did that do for him in Minnesota when he needed that drive?
Because he can't. His defense is the 3rd worst.
Okay, so that's why he settled for. So he settled for red zone field goals because Dak Prescott.
No, they're averaging 400 yards
because of the defense.
They're averaging 400 yards in total offense.
I give you their defense is good and their team isn't as great, but you guys put it all on them, and you don't hold this quarterback to the same standard that you hold Jalen Hurts. That's the
division.
Truth. I went back and I watched Selio after the day after.
You wouldn't win a single game against the NFC North if our defense was there.
You don't know that. You don't know that. My guy beat Green Bay.
Oh my God.
My guy beat those teams.
Hey, Mark.
Okay, your guy did shit.
The Eagles have beaten every team in that division except the Bears.
Not if they were giving up. Not with our defense, they wouldn't. You really think that they would win with our defense?
No.
Well, I tell you what, my quarterback would not have settled for 3 red zone field goals against Minnesota. You're talking about Minnesota. And we're also talking over the fact of a career, not just 1 year. I went back and I watched my man Sills. And I watched him the day after the Raiders played Dallas and they won. Boy, the glazed Dak donut.
Like
Dak was so impressive against the Raiders. No, then when it comes to the Eagles, oh, no, I didn't see nothing there. See, you don't hold Jalen Hurts to the same standard. Or Dak to the same standard.
Here's the difference. Here's the difference, though. I don't really think the Cowboys were a Super Bowl contending team. I think they got better. I still think the Cowboys got better.
But you could praise him.
We're not putting the Cowboys in the same category as the elite teams in the NFC, are we? Or are you? I wasn't. I'm
putting them. Listen, I wouldn't have come in and glazing Dak over Raiders.
You're making the Cowboys.
Wait a second.
You're telling me you think the Dallas Cowboys were an elite football team this year? Nobody thought that.
I never said that.
It's funny because I remember for the Eagles game for Chicago, I just saw this in my video I was editing. You know, you're like the Chicago, John McMullen said the Bears aren't that good, and you're like, but they beat Dallas. They beat Dallas. So you must have thought Dallas was something. You guys all thought that they were going to come back and beat the Eagles.
I'm still not sold on Chicago. I'm not. I'm still not sold because the quarterback.
All I'm saying is,
wait a minute. Let me ask you
hold Dak.
Do you think Joe Burrow is a great quarterback? Yes or no?
I think he's a very good quarterback.
Do you think Jalen Hurts is better than Joe Burrow?
In terms of what?
Skill set.
No. As a passer, no. As a winner, as a guy who wins big games.
Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott in a skill set.
In a skill set. Yeah.
At what level? He doesn't throw the ball better.
At every level. He's won 4 more levels.
No. I asked you skill set, not team concept.
All right, what? So throwing the ball?
Wait, Joe Burrow.
All right, okay. So Dak could have a better arm.
Hey, Mark, don't you agree? Dak Prescott and Joe Burrow are probably the same guy.
They basically have the same numbers.
Who's the same guy? Dak Prescott. And how dare you guys put him up there with Joe Burrow? Joe Burrow is taking his team to a title. Joe Burrow took his team to a Super Bowl. Has Dak even sniffed it?
That's fair.
Philly. Okay, so then Trent Dilfer is on the same level as Jalen Hurts because his team won the Super Bowl, right?
Well, how many times did Dilfer go to the Super Bowl? How many times did they go to the Super Bowl?
They went once.
Okay.
So Jalen Hurts has been 2. Look at all the quarterbacks in history who have been to 2 Super Bowls.
Jim Plunkett went to 2, won both of them, and is a Super Bowl MVP. You consider him elite?
He's a little before my time.
Okay, well,
I couldn't give you an honest
Eli
answer.
Manning?
I couldn't give you an honest answer.
How about Eli Manning?
Huh?
Eli?
Yeah, I think Eli Manning is a Hall of Famer, to actually be honest with you. Because I think what Eli Manning did,
man, two of them.
Eli Manning took twice, went on the road. I think they beat your 1 seed choking Cowboys, but they went and they won playoff games on the road, and then they won 2 Super Bowls, one of them beating a team that was undefeated all year. I think Eli Manning is a clutch quarterback. Clutch. Does he have the numbers of his brother? No. But he wins.
I'll tell you what, to your point there, brother, he's an awful streaky guy when he gets to the playoffs, man. He's got a better win percentage than his brother does. All right, Mark, let's start with you. What happened in Minnesota?
Minnesota, same thing. It always happens. Tackles can't block. We're good in the middle, but our tackles can't do diddly poo. There was some questionable play calling too. Philly.500's point there, settling for field goals. Maybe they should have gone for it on 4th down. And our defense, as always, makes everybody look like fucking Joe Montana. To have J.J. McCarthy,
who's terrible,
to have Jacoby Brissett, to have Russell Wilson, that anybody who wants to have their quarterback look good, hell, Tua should play against that defense. Maybe he wouldn't have been benched now. It's just literally that bad. It hurts me because growing up and seeing the doomsday defense and seeing these stiffs out here, Matt Eberflus is about the worst defensive coordinator in football.
He's not getting any backing from Jerry, I'll tell you that right now.
But you know what? Jerry's the one that hired the jackass. That wasn't Shoddy's pick. Shoddy wanted Robert Saleh.
Yeah, Robert Saleh.
Yeah, and that's who he wanted, but the Joneses had already interviewed Eberflus before they even decided on Shoddy. So this is another case. This is another case of the
Red Zone, Mark? Do you think red zone has been an issue this year?
It's been somewhat, yes, definitely. But it still goes back to, when we reflect on this season, I don't ever remember saying that we were better than the Eagles. I don't ever remember saying that we were going to the Super Bowl. I said with the new coach, with us getting rid of Micah Parsons, that if we get 9 or 10 wins, that it's actually a good season, that they've cleared off some cap space, they've gone ahead into a new direction, and that's where
we are. 2 draft picks.
You got 2 number 1 draft picks. Now, we've got a lot of shit that we still have to fix, and our tackles are 2 of them right now on that offense. And if you can get that done, get 2 legitimate tackles, that offense, you can already see, is the number 1 offense in football.
No, you guys have gotten better.
But that defense,
totally have gotten better.
You can't expect to win if you got a defense that's that bad.
No, you maybe need a new offensive coordinator. All right, Philly, what'd you take out of the Raider game?
I think it's time to get ready to go fishing in Cancun for the Dallas Cowboys because the season's over. What did I take out of it? I simply took that the Eagles showed heart, that they weren't quitting like we seen a couple years ago. They fixed some things, and they got hopefully a little bit of a first step into building some momentum.
Momentum.
That's what I took out of it.
So you took momentum out of it. Okay. Yeah. No. Okay. I got it.
Well, and to be honest, I didn't know. After 2 years ago, they played an Arizona team with 3 wins. They came in and beat us. That team had quit. I wanted to see this team respond and how they looked responding. And so I took that out of it.
I think Saquon Barkley's toast. Do you?
No.
Well, how many games is it going to take you to sit there before you start to realize?
It'll take me a whole nother year.
Another year, okay.
It would take me a whole nother year. He's
going to rush for 935 yards less than
what's he got right now? I
think he's got 950, if I'm not mistaken. Let me take a look at that.
So the guy's been struggling all year, and he's still almost at 1,000 yards.
Well, remember, all you need is 60 yards a game. Do you consider that?
Yeah, 60 yards a game, I don't. But when you combine the body of work, we got to look at that too. One season, 60 yards, no, I would not.
Well, that's what he's averaging, around 67 yards.
I know, but that's coming off after having maybe one of the greatest, years. So,
okay.
No,
so
he's not
right
mediocre.
Now, my problem is not – he's on pace for 1,100 yards right now. My problem is this with him, 3.9 yards per carry. Yeah. Last year he was almost at 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're putting more of it on the O-line then. and you think it's Juergens, Steen, and Landon's injuries this year on why that production has fallen off.
Yeah, because, and I mean, I don't know. That's why I think it'd take a whole nother year.
Okay.
But when I look at him, I look at a guy, I'm like, he's still got explosion. He's still explosive. I feel like maybe he's in a situation where, you had such a great year. Everything was like a big 40, 50-yard run. You're struggling. You start pressing. You start dancing too much. And, those kind of things. That to me, if you want to talk about the key to the rest of the year and the playoffs, they got to get that run game going. They've got to. That's the key to them making some noise.
Absolutely. Hey, Mark. What happened to George Pickens in this game against the Minnesota Vikings?
It's not just the Minnesota Vikings. It's actually been the last 2 weeks. He's kind of tailed off. I think teams are doubling him down, and which is why you're seeing Ryan Fenoy and CeeDee Lamb kind of get into it, getting much better games. And I think teams are trying to fluster him more than they had been. After he had been going crazy on some of those games, he's gotten more attention, and it's been harder and harder sledding for him.
Maybe he's just, I don't know, maybe Pickens just, don't want to be in Dallas.
Well, maybe
he's just not happy.
Maybe.
He's not happy with that. He might not just.
You know what it could be though? Listen, too, Mark. You know what? To his point,
might want to go to New England.
How about this, Mark? You know what? Hey, they're not going to pay him $36 million.
No.
Okay. They're not. And what? Get this. You think so? Hey, Philly. What you're saying is you think he's making business decisions right now, where he don't want to get knocked out right now, and he knows.
I do. Absolutely.
Mark, do you think he's making business decisions right now where he doesn't want to get hurt? You just saw guys right now like Parsons.
Yeah.
You saw Mahomes. That's a good point, Philly. You think he's making business decisions?
I do. I actually do.
I'll be real with you. I've thought and looked at this and said, we've got no chance of making the playoffs. That maybe you should think about sitting Dak and let Joe Milton play the rest of the way, get some experience for a lot of these guys, because the reality is we don't want to have him going into another offseason that he's injured. He's not a young guy, and we need to hit the ground running. I know that sounds crazy, but
I think Mark makes a great point.
Seeing Pat Mahomes is not going to be ready to start the season. Mike Parsons is not going to be ready to start the season.
I think he should. I think he should think about sitting Dak too, because you definitely don't want to hurt his trade value. Because this is the year you unload Dak. They're going to unload Dak this offseason.
Yeah.
I'm not lying. I'm not joking. I think that's in play. I think that's in play for this team. They got multiple picks. They're getting some young guys. Why not unload on him? Because really, next year's is like, if he don't do something next year, it's going to be very hard. Maximize his value.
You're going to get to a point when you're doing that. Let me ask you this here, Philly. Do you play Lane Johnson? Do you play Jalen Carter? Or do you sit them for the playoffs and get them healthy? Because, again, I would probably play them. You tell me if I'm wrong. I think you play them in the first Commander game, and then you see what happens tomorrow night. Because if the Rams win, there's no shot at home field at all whatsoever. They'd have to lose the majority of their games at the end of the year for them to lose home field advantage. And the other team that's in line for home field is Seattle too. So both of those teams after tomorrow will have 3 games remaining, 2 games remaining. You're not going to win home field. So with the remaining 2, do you play Buffalo or do you do this? Philly, do you rest these guys?
I think you play him. I mean, let me ask you, if you rested Jalen Carter and you got to the playoffs, right, and then you put him back in the wild card, are you getting a guy who's on limited snaps, who's not fully in playable shape? Because I think being in shape at the right time, what's the point of having him be 50% of what he is? So I'd probably play him. I would play him and Lane. And, once I lock that 3 seed up, I wouldn't. But I'm hoping that they still could get that 2 seed. I mean, Green Bay and Chicago they got to play each other. There's some tough games. I don't even know who to root for tomorrow night. I mean, Seattle winning home field throughout the playoffs may not be the worst thing.
Well, you don't have a tiebreaker.
I don't trust Sam Darnold.
You don't have a tiebreaker over them.
No, but I don't trust Darnold. It's like you could be a 2 seed, and Darnold's the 1 seed. The Seahawks. I think they may get bounced early. They're gonna have Rams a 5th seed. They have to now travel. I don't even know who to root for tomorrow night. Like, to be honest with you.
If I'm not mistaken, I think the Bears in Green Bay play on Saturday. After you guys play against the Commanders. Hey, Mark, how do you think Schottenheimer did this year with the offense and with the football team? How well do you think he coached this year?
Well, here's what I really think, okay, is the problem for Schottenheimer is, he's done, I think, great with the offense, regardless of what Philly.500 says. When you got a quarterback that already has 3,900 yards, 26 TDs, and 10 interceptions, that ain't bad. The problem for him has been because the Joneses, you're dealing with the Joneses, which is not like dealing with anybody else. He's got to let Matt Everfuss basically hang himself. He can't go over there and go to Jerry and say, Jerry, this guy's a freaking goof, man. Get rid of him, because the Joneses were the ones that picked the guy. So he has to let him fail and just kind of step away from that situation. If they can get themselves a legitimate defensive coordinator, I still think they screwed the pooch years ago. I would have taken a shot on Al Harris, because Al Harris, what he's done with defensive backs, I'm not sure that Diggs was elite D-back or if it was the coaching of Al Harris. The same thing with Deron Bland. And he's got Nahshon Wright up there with the Bears balling like crazy too. He should have had an opportunity to be the defensive coordinator, but they've got to fix that. And we've got 2 number 1 picks next year. We'll have some cap room. We'll see what the Cowboys actually do.
Do you want Kevin Patullo back next year, Philly?
At this point, no, but I don't know. Is switching to another coordinator the greatest thing either? I don't know. It would depend. I just think that you got to get Sirianni.
Or does that even matter?
Offense. I don't think it matters, because I think this is Sirianni's. I think this is his show. I think this is his offense that he wants to run. So I would like to see another offensive coordinator. But
I want to ask you on the defensive side of the football and with Jordan Davis. How do you look at his season this year? They still take him off the field on 3rd down. He's not a 3-down player. Now, he has had sacks. Okay,
he's 4.5 sacks.
Yeah, and for an interior guy, he's not quite the nose. He is a 1 technique. He's not like Vita Vea. Vita Vea plays in a 34. You guys play more in a different type of front. But how do you look at his season this year? I got to tell you, man.
Great.
I think he had a Pro Bowl type season.
Yeah, I think a Pro Bowl breakout performance for him. I think he's getting better. I think he's earning trust, and his snaps are definitely up from a year ago. He's impactful. I think he might have been one of the most consistent defensive players on this team all year long. Maybe minus that Chicago game, but I love Jordan Davis. I think Jordan Davis has been fantastic, and I think he's only going to get better.
So you're going to pay $60 million between 2 D tackles. Is that correct?
Well, I don't know. Are you going to get $30 million out of Jordan Davis?
Nope,
Is he going to really command
25 for him? 25. Oh, you're talking
25.
You don't think Jalen Carter's going to command $35 million?
No, I do. But I can't let Jordan Davis. I just think he's too valuable. If even from just a type of player in the locker room that he is, I don't want to see him go. I don't know at the end of the day, money wise, how that'll work out, but I would love to keep him. I would love to keep them both.
Mark, where do you think Jerry Jones goes with the number 1 need on the football team right now? What would be for you if you are indeed keeping Prescott outside of the quarterback conversation? What's the one area of the football team that you think you need to improve? Because remember something, you've got the team that is in your division right now. That's one of the top teams in the NFL. And you've got to, first win your division, and that's beating Philly. So, what's the one?
Wait a minute. What happened the last time we played Philly?
Oh, you beat them.
Oh, okay. I forgot.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. No, you did. Excuse me. You split this year. I apologize.
I was going to say we're actually 3-1 in our division.
I apologize.
We're actually 3-1 in our division. That's the only place we seem to be able to win is in the NFC East.
That's wild.
Most useless Dak stat ever.
Wait a minute. You have a better division record than the Eagles right now?
Yeah, we're 3-1 in the division, which is crazy.
Okay.
I'm sorry. What's the Eagles?
I believe they're 2-2, right?
Oh, okay.
Something like that. Yeah, but you think that you're saying something. You think that doesn't really carry the weight you think it does,
and that we have to be able to beat them. And I was like, we have beaten them, didn't we?
Yeah. So this is what you do. You sit there and you talk shit like that, and then you make excuses about your quarterback and the fact that he couldn't beat Minnesota.
Right.
If you're going to hold the Dak Prescott and the Cowboys to that, you know why you won?
They beat
you know why you won? You want to know why you won that game? We choked it away. Oh. We've done it before. It didn't matter that it was Dallas, Arizona. It could have been USC. It could have been Georgia. It didn't matter. It was Dallas. You just were the team that were lucky to be there. But you want to play that like you're something. Well, then let's go back to Minnesota. Where was your boy when he needed a touchdown drive? Here we go. He was choking, and now he's going to get ready to go fishing. And he chokes every year. I want to see Dak Prescott's December record.
Let's look at his playoff record. Mark, he's just going to go
because you're wrong, and you won't.
No, he's not wrong about the division.
Ain't that good?
He's not wrong.
He's wrong about his quarterback.
Hey, Mark, what's the area of need you have to make this team more competitive? You've gotten better.
If I'm the Cowboys, it's got to be edge rusher. It's also got to be left tackle. It's also got to be cornerback and linebacker. I mean, we've got so many spots that we need help on.
Bro, you were right about Overshown. He's a good player.
He is. But you know what? We were sold that Matt Everfuss is the linebacker whisperer. That dude sucks. I'm sorry. He's just awful. And the fact that he doesn't understand that he does not have, he's got man-to-man guys, and you're trying to play zone, and it's killing the defense. They're completely lost out there. They're making every bum-ass quarterback look great.
Philly for you.
Remember when it was Kellen Moore? Remember when it was Kellen Moore's fault? Dak had all those playoff losses, and then he goes to Philly and wins the Super Bowl. What a joke! It's everybody else's fault.
If he was out here throwing, like 4 interceptions and an interception and a fumble in the same play, I'd say, yeah, you're right. But he's got 26 TDs and 10 interceptions on the season.
The only way Dak would ever have a chance to win is if everything is perfect. Is if everything's perfect, right? Okay. He can't win if there's any flaws to his team at all because he's not an elite quarterback. History proves that.
I don't know how you say that when the guy's he's only got wait a minute, let me ask you this. Myles Garrett's got the number 2 ranked defense in pro football. He can't control what they do on offense. He's an elite defensive football player.
Yeah, but you're looking at it. Okay.
The only thing he has control of is one side of the ball. He doesn't have control of the offensive side of the ball. I mean, if they had Dak Prescott in Cleveland, they'd be winning football games left and right. In a weak AFC, they'd be winning because Burrow's injured, all of the stuff that happened. I mean, if he was in Cleveland with a prominent quarterback or a decent quarterback, the Browns would have a winning record.
Right,
dude.
right. So Dak needs everything perfect in order to win.
How about decent?
Yes, that's right. That's what
bro.
Decent. Okay. So here's what would happen. Here's
defense in football.
Okay, but you're putting it in 1 year. I'm talking about career. There's a difference. So they were talking about career, and the truth of the matter is, Dak may go to Cleveland, and they may win games in September. They may win games in October. They may win games in November. But when the Minnesota Vikings or a shit team come in and they need to win and their defense isn't playing well and things aren't going the way they should be going and they need Dak to keep them in to make that one play, he can't do it. And that's the difference between him and my guy.
Can we just
you know it. I know it.
Here
we go.
Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead. What are you going to say,
Can we
bro?
just have like a mercy rule or a slaughter rule?
Wait. I got to ask you, though. How much shit have you been getting since the Minnesota game?
Let me read something to you because this is crazy. I just got this email from Ben.
By the way, I just forwarded your, you airing this on my Facebook too. So
okay,
I think this is quite good. So
wait.
What shit are you getting?
This is how much shit I get. This is from a Lion fan. Another annoying part of Cowboys fan base is they act like everyone else is against Dak Prescott and defend him about everything. So he can have a long history of shitty games, throwing 4 to 5 picks a game, but is never on him. It's always the defense. Every other player can be blamed for them losing, but why not him? If he has a shit game, you have to hold him accountable. Cowboy fans are pussies. What kind of man sucks off Dak Prescott? Don't you losers have any dignity? The difference between pretenders and champions get it done.
Right.
Pretenders will tell you what they're going to do, but when it comes to finally doing it, they back off like a little bitch. I've never told you this, but in terms of
who's that guy? I love
the
him.
Eagles are my favorite team from the division. If Dak Prescott was on the Eagles roster, he'd probably be the third string quarterback. So how the hell am I getting a Lion fan talking about championships? How the hell?
Because they just beat your ass.
Lion, like they go to the Super Bowl. I've got Lion fans that are giving me shit now.
But that's the point, Mark.
We're talking
your
about
Cowboys
that literally didn't win a freaking game.
But that's the point. You're not the '90s Cowboys anymore. You haven't been for a long time. You're no better than Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, but I didn't hear
any of those
teams. I haven't
that's
heard
what
you
you
say
are.
that. I haven't heard you. Mark, do you think your football team got better this year? I do.
I think they will be. Yes, I think they're. I will say the direction for them is heading up, as opposed to down last year.
I don't think anybody said they were an elite football team.
I didn't.
I can't wait for the when they have the moral trophy give out for the Dallas Cowboys. You know what I mean? Oh, did you see Schottenheimer on Hard Knocks? This guy actually had the balls to say, nobody wants to play us. Everybody wants to play you. Everybody. Because we know what you do. Minnesota came in. I swear he said it.
Mark,
he did.
Say that,
he did.
No, he didn't say that.
Well, yes, he did. He said it.
Look at Mark.
Said it on Hard Knocks.
It was while I was sleeping because Hard Knocks is not watchable.
Wait a second.
He said, Hard Knocks was the greatest episode.
You want to hear something that stupid-ass Chiriani did? So he goes over to Jalen Hurts and he goes like this, "Hey, Jalen, make sure you tell him about the concepts." I'm like, come on, bro. Let's try not to be so fucking scripted here. What's Todd Lang writing shit for you here? Hey, make sure
nobody said my coach was an actor. Right?
Make it stop, please. Make it stop.
Oh my God.
Oh man, don't worry, Cowboys. It's time for you to go home and get your shine boxes because the season is over.
Hey, Mark, you want to say anything to Eagle fans before we go here?
He who laughs the hardest. I know you guys think that the Raider game is, oh my God, we're going to the Super Bowl. You're going to be sitting on the couch with us sometime real soon.
Well, get it warmed up.
Hey.
Get it warmed up because it's going to be a while.
You want to say anything to Cowboy fans and Cowboy Nation?
Yeah, I do. I told you so. I told you so.
Oh my
December
God.
1st comes, as sure as the sun will rise, the Cowboys will choke. And here's the funny thing: next week they'll play. Next week they'll play. Next week they'll play like the Chargers, and they'll win, and everybody will go, "Oh, see that? We're back." No, there was no pressure on your quarterback. He has no pressure now because when the pressure's there, that's when he does this. Okay, that's why he's good in September and October because there's no pressure. As soon as there's pressure, as soon as he needs to beat J.J. McCarthy and he needs to go in and score a touchdown to keep a game close, he can't do it. You know, that's why he's not an elite quarterback.
Mark,
Dak needs everything.
Hey, I want to tell you something, Mark. I moved Joe Theismann today for you fucking guys. Let me just say that.
That was a good move.
Joe
Theismann for me. You didn't do it for me. You didn't do me any favors by having me on here.
No. Hey. Well, listen, man. I think
stars have aligned, huh, Mark? Stars are aligned now.
Let me go. Okay. Now, now you're sending it in, Philly. Now you're coming off the top rope on him, man.
Stars aligned.
Hey,
it's time for Cancun.
Make sure you
stars are up in the sky.
Fabulous, Mark. By the way, my aunt loves you, Mark Holmes.
They all love you, Mark, because I'm double walking that ass.
Thank you. Somebody loves me out there.
Mark, I love you, man. Thank you very much. Philly.500, you're the champ. You got a big one coming. Well, you don't really have a big one coming up, but you got a game that you could win. How about this one? Last one here for you. You will now win back-to-back NFC East championships for the first time since what, 2004?
Yeah.
Pretty dope, man.
It's a break and a curse, and the great Dak Prescott with his great NFC East record could never do it. Imagine that, having that kind of record against the division, and you couldn't get back-to-back championships. Oh, choker. That's
all right.
So
I'll see you guys. Thank you, Brett.
Here we go.
Hey, hey, Mark, Philly.500. Thank you.
I gotta give Xander. Hold on, I gotta give Xander a thumbnail. There you go. There you got thumbnail picture.
Mark, thank you very much, guys. I appreciate you guys, man.
Peace. All right.
Peace. All right, man. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. Coaching staff holding back Hurts. He's a dual-threat quarterback and not used to, right? Dual-threat quarterbacks like Hurts should be lighting it up. Dual threat. Oh, poor Mark, man. I give him a lot of love, though, dude. I do. He came in, he saw it, and he took it like a man. You got to take it like a man. It's like the Godfather. Good for him. All right, let me do some business here, and what we're going to do is we're going to get Big Z up here. Morgan & Morgan, the number one injury law firm in all of America. The number one injury law firm in America for one reason. And you know what that is? It's because they win.
All right. Hope you guys enjoy that. That was painful, but it's over with. So, yeah. I'm sitting here speaking to a brick wall when it comes to Philly.500. It's all good. All righty, good people, as always, I appreciate you guys, and we will see you all soon. Peace out.
I can't stand it anymore. I've got to get out of here. I've got to get out of here. Calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
Stewardess, please let me handle this.
I've got to get
Calm down. Now get back to your seat. I'll take care of this. Calm down. Calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
Doctor, you're wanted on the phone. Everything's going to be all right. Please.
Sister, please, I'll handle this.